Hope I'm here, and I saw Pearl a few hours ago, and holy shit, I I love this movie. I thought it was so cool. I love this movie so much. Sorry I haven't done a She-Hulk Attorney at Law episode 4 video yet. I know episode 5 just came out, so sorry I haven't even done 4 yet. I'll do reviews of 4, and I think I might do 4 and 5 in the same video. We'll see, but that'll be coming soon. We're gonna talk about Pearl for now. I saw it a few hours ago. Holy shit, I fucking love this movie because I loved X. I did a review of that a while ago. I absolutely adored X. I think it's one of the best movies of the year so far. Probably my third favorite movie of the year so far. Loved X. I thought it was great. And the credit scene was so cool. I was like, holy shit, I can't wait for Pearl. It's here. And holy shit, it was awesome. So spoilers, if you haven't seen this movie yet, I would definitely recommend not watching this video unless you don't care about spoilers, but or if you're not gonna see it. But I would, even if you haven't seen X, I would still recommend you see this, because if you watch, then you can, because it's a prequel, you can watch X after if you want to watch this. But I don't know, I would recommend both movies. They're great. But spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mia Goth's performance was so good in this movie, dude. And like Pearl, I like that. Like, stuff happens in the movie and you know it's not gonna work out because X. So if you've seen X when you watch this movie, so spoilers for this and X. So if you've seen this but not X, I would recommend not watching this because I'm gonna be spoiling both the whole time. So yeah, spoilers. But yeah, so like stuff happens in the movie that you know isn't gonna work out because you've seen X, and, like, you know what happens in that. But I still like that it was engaging. Like, whenever she was doing the dance, you knew she wasn't gonna get it because she's still on the farm in X. But it was still engaging. Like, what's gonna happen? Is she gonna kill all these music people, or is she just gonna, like, So she doesn't kill them. But let's talk about the movie. So I really like Pearl. The theater guy, he was cool. He deserved better. When the theater guy, I'm trying to think if there's anything I should talk about before. Okay, so her parents. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess the theater guy. We'll talk about the theater guy. He was cool. I don't remember his name. I don't even think he had one, actually. I think his character. No, wait, he did have a name. I don't remember, but he was cool. He came out, and I mean, I didn't like that she cheated on Howard. That was fucked up. And I don't like that the guy knew she had a husband. He knew about it because he said husband, I take it, or whatever, and she was like, mm-hmm. So he knew about it, obviously, and they still, but like, I can't even blame the guy. It's Mia Goth. Like, what am I gonna do? Say no? It's Mia Goth. She's hot as hell. Mia Goth's really cool too. She's a very good actress. She's great in this movie. But then he drives her there, and I was confused about this. He drives her there. You see Howard, not really, but walking there with the mask on, and she looks, and he says, "Someone you know?" She goes, "I can't tell." And then he never shows up at the house. I was confused. Was that Howard? Or was it some other army guy that wasn't Howard that just happened to walk down here? Or was it a vision? But I didn't think it was a vision because they both saw it and talked about it. So that I didn't understand. I mean, I guess it's not Howard. I guess it was some other guy. But I don't know. But point is, she kills the guy. They go upstairs. They start making out, probably about to fuck. And they hear a noise, and he's like, "Oh, we should go check that out." She's like, "No, let's just fuck." And he's like, "No, I'm going to check that out. It could be your dad, for Christ's sake," because she introduced him to her dad. And I skipped a scene. We're talking about theater guy right now. I'll get to it in a second. So theater guy, they go to the bar. She screams at him, and if I was him, I'd be like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here." She walks up, stabs him with a pitchfork, and I was like, "No." The movie does a good job of making you not want characters to die, because I was like, "Don't kill theater guy." She killed him. And then he's like bleeding. She pulls him out of the car and she fucking stabs him in the mouth. I was like, fucking shit. And then she dumps his car in the lake. And the alligator swims up. I guess it ate him. His corpse. But that car was not the car that they saw in the lake in X. Like, Kid Cudi was like, "This car is here." And it's the same exact car that was in Psycho that he put in the water. I like that reference because they talk about Psycho. But, that car's in there. That's not the car that they find in X. So Pearl's killed a lot of people in between movies. I'm just saying. Also, every time Pearl got on the bike, I swear to you, in my head, every time she got on the bike, I just heard dun 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 dun. If you've seen Wizard of Oz, you know. I mean, you probably have. Everyone has seen that movie. I don't think there's a single person on this planet who hasn't seen Wizard of Oz, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, theater guy, his death was cool. He deserved better. Yeah, her parents, let's talk about them. Her mom's a dick. I didn't really like her. Um, she gets lit on fire, which was pretty cool. I was like, fuck yeah. She's all charred and shit. And then her dad, she just suffocates him. It reminded me of Joker a little bit when he suffocates his mom with that pillow. Spoilers for Joker, sorry. Um, her dad deserved better too. I felt really bad for her dad. I didn't want him to die. I felt really bad for him. He deserved better. And then like when the mom was like, "I'm supposed to be his wife, not his mother," I was like, he can't help it. Damn, I know that probably really hurt his feelings. And then he gets suffocated. I also thought it was weird how Pearl was like taking baths in front of him. Like, that's your dad. Like, maybe don't do that. Oh, she pretends to fuck a scarecrow. That was weird. I was like, what the fuck? I get you're horny, but like, what? Everyone gets like that, but to fuck a scarecrow, like, that's just a level that you should not get to. She's like dancing with it and she starts making out with it, and then she fucking rides it. I'm like, what the fuck? I was sitting there like, what? I know you're horny, but a scarecrow? What? She just pretends to fuck it. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. Horny, I guess. But yeah, and then, yeah, so she kills her parents. I think that's the part I was talking about, but, and then Mincy is another character, and there's this scene where, we, Mincy's like her friend, and she gets the dance thing, which immediately after Pearl does her dance, they're like, oh, she dances and she imagines, like, sorry, she imagines, like, army, like, girls dancing with her and stuff, and it reminded me of Captain America the First Avenger, like, when Captain America's doing his tour, reading off the shield, and you got the girls dressed up as him behind him. That was cool. It reminded me of that, but as soon as they said, we're looking for something blonde, I was like, oh, our best friend's gonna get the role and not her. She doesn't get the role, she starts freaking out, like, screaming and shit. I was like, whoa, calm down. And then her best friend comes out, and she's not crying at all or anything, and I was like, she definitely got it. But they go back to the house, and they're talking, right? And Pearl goes on this really long monologue, but when I tell you that it was one of my favorite scenes of the movie, it really is, because it's such a good monologue. And I'm just sitting there like, man, if they did like take one of this and all this shit, Mia Goth had to remember so much fucking dialogue. Like, I mean, they probably did some stuff where, like, when the camera's not pointed at her, there was probably different takes anyway, just edited in really good together. But, like, if she had to remember that whole monologue, that's holy shit. Like, she remembered a whole fucking lot. But that monologue was so good, and I don't know why, but it was just one of my favorite parts of the movie. I was like, this is dope. Like, the monologue was really good. But again, the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, and then when she started talking about the murdering part, I was like, Mincy, you gotta get the fuck out of there. And then she leaves, and then you see Pearl come out, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna kill her. Yeah, I did not want Mincy to die. I was like, she's gotta dance. She's gonna be famous. Pearl, just let her live with it. And then Pearl grabs the fucking axe. You see Mincy like, oh shit, she starts running. And then, oh, okay. She trips over air. And let me tell you, when I saw that happen, I literally went like this. I went, oh, fuck. Like, why? Why does that have to happen? I was like, why is that still a thing? Can we just stop? That's one of the cliches that pisses me off so much when they just trip over air. It's in so many horror movies. It's like, just don't fall. It's not that hard. It does not fall. But she trips over air, gets up, and then she starts limping. I guess she sprained her fucking ankle when she fell 2 inches. And fucking, like, Pearl, Pearl hits her in the back with the axe, and that doesn't make her trip. She trips over air, but then gets hit in the back with an axe and doesn't fall. And then she gets hit like 3 times. She falls on the 3rd time she's standing over. She's like, don't kill me, please. And then I think she does like a chop, and it might cut away or it hits her. But they show later in the movie that she fucking chopped her arms and head off and fed it to the alligator. That was so cool. I was like, fuck yeah. But so she throws the decapitated head and the alligator jumps up and catches it. I don't know why. I thought that was so funny. I was like, yeah. But okay, but then the end of the movie, I hope I'm not missing anything. At the end of the movie, her dead dad and her dead mom are sitting there. Howard gets home from the military, which I like that they did that. When she was reading the note and he was talking about being in the military, I was like, oh yeah, they talk about that in X. Because Kid Cudi's like, I'm a military guy. And Howard's like, yeah, I was too. Once a Marine, always a Marine, as they say in X. So when they were talking about that, I was like, oh yeah, I like that. Continuity. I love continuity. That's, hey, thumbs up to continuity in movies, you know? Yeah, he gets home. He's like, Pearl, I'm here. He sees them dead. And she's standing there. And she's like, I'm so glad you're home. And she's just smiling and shit, laughing. The movie fucking ends as the end, and then it closes. And she's laughing there for a long time. And she starts crying. And it reminded me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre when the girl starts laughing at the end. I was like, good God. But, yeah. But Howard, they don't show what happens to Howard, but we've seen X. We know that he was cool. I guess he was cool with it. I guess he was like, oh, you killed your parents. That's cool. I'll help you do murders. Because he was murdering people in X. He was helping her. He didn't care. He still lived with her. They grew old together. So clearly he got over that she murdered her parents. And then joined in the murderous stuff with her. So clearly he didn't care. He was cool with it. That was not cool that you cheated on him, though, Pearl. That's not cool. If I guess Howard never found out about that, because I would have been pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, the theater guy was pretty fine. I'm sorry. It had to be said. But still, don't. That's not nice. Don't cheat. That's fucking terrible. Credit scene. Never take the credit scene. The credit scene. Me and my mom didn't know if there was one because, Google did not tell me. When we saw X, I Googled before, because no matter what the movie is, I Google if it has a credit scene now. I don't care if it's likely to have one or not, because you never know anymore. A lot of movies could have a credit scene, so every time I see a movie after the credits start rolling, I Google, is there a credit scene? So the credits came up, I was like, is there a credit scene? And it said there was one, Pearl trailer. And then when the credits rolled for this, I was like, is there a credit? Or no, Google didn't tell me. Is there a credit scene? Google didn't say. My mom and we were like, let's just stay anyway. And there was one for X, let's see. And there is. And it said, you pan up, and it says 1985, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years after X. Because X took place in 1979. It's like, dude, and this took place in 1918, this movie. But it's like, panning down, it says 1985. And you see the Hollywood sign, but it flips and it says Maxine, and there's 3 X's, and it says Maxine coming soon. And we were like, oh shit. So they're doing a third one, X Trilogy, X Pearl Maxine, but the Maxine had 3 X's in it, which was like, yeah, it's the third X movie, and XXX is like old, like porn type, like porn parodies will have XXX in the name, so like, and apparently the movie's gonna be about her rising as a porn star, which is pretty cool, but is it gonna be a horror movie still? Like, I don't imagine that'll be the whole movie. I mean, if it is, I don't care. I'm still like hype anyway. I love these movies. I love Ty West, love Mia Goth. I'm very excited to see what they do. The third one, Maxine, very excited. And maybe it'll be a horror movie. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it won't be a horror movie, but I assume it would be since the first 2 are. I would assume 3 is going to be, but maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I love Pearl. I'm going to give this movie 4.5 stars out of 5. I think I gave that same score to X, actually. But yeah, I love these movies. I cannot wait for Maxine. I'm very excited. Let me know what you guys thought of Pearl and X, and are you excited for Maxine? Because I am. No trailer, it was just the title. But I was cool with that too. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of Pearl. I loved it. I thought it was very good. But yeah, guys, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to it and check out some of my other videos. Yeet.